Here's the sound we need.
Really? At 3 o'clock?
Brother.
We're doing Central Time Radio?
Brother, it's Friday.
Yeah, it is.
Cheers.
It's been a week. We actually worked all 5 days this week.
Yeah, it was great. Did we?
No, we had
No, we
didn't. Sorry. Felt like we did. My fault. Well, it was a Warrior game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we would have, but there was a Warrior game.
It's Friday.
Yeah.
The freaking playoffs are about to start.
I can't wait. Well, they've already been started.
No,
but
for us.
Okay, I
for
get
us
it. Yeah.
here in the Bay.
I get it.
The playoffs are about to start.
Super Bowl or bust begins.
The 1 seed. You're not going to make me cry, Dibs. You're not going to get under my skin.
I tried last night with my text.
I know. It didn't work. That was nice of you, though.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
I just thought, sitting at home, I was like, you know what? I'm going to send Mark a text. I appreciate Mark. I'm going to let him know that I appreciate him.
And then I read it and I went, should I respond?
You don't have to. No need.
No, of course.
I just had a moment. Baby went down, and I came downstairs.
Oh, brother, I get it. When the baby goes down, that's like a drug.
Baby goes down, and I sat down, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to send Mark a text.
I've told you that in my struggle with migraines through the years,
Yeah.
when you can find some medicine that works or when you just fall asleep and wake up and they go away, it is the most invigorating feeling outside of you-know-what.
Yeah.
Outside of that, it is an invigoration sensation.
That's right.
And I will text. I would text anybody anything. You ever want to know like the softest, fuzziest side of me? Right when the migraine goes away. And that's probably pretty similar when the baby goes to sleep.
Yep, no doubt.
When the baby goes to sleep, man, that's when you want to ask Dibs for a raise.
No doubt.
Because the answer is going to be yes.
You got it. Anything. You name it.
What do you want?
You got it.
What do you want?
Yep.
You want some money?
You look at the baby monitor, and she's not moving, and it's like, yeah, okay. All right, Mark. I got you, Mark. Appreciate you. Love you. You're the best.
My man.
You get a loan, anything.
That's right.
Hit me at about 8:15 usually.
Oprah puts stuff under the seats right after a migraine. That's what happens. But yeah, man, here we go. And while I love the conversation we're having, I don't want that to get lost in it. I don't want everybody's Super Bowl or bust conversation. And if it doesn't go well, then fill in blank. Let's take a moment to go, dude, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
They're the 1 seed.
I appreciate the hell out of this team. I love the journey that they gave us this year. And here comes journey number 2. I got all the confidence in the world, even though I've got a healthy respect for what could happen that's not what we want.
Right, healthy respect, but you think about this game coming up and the spread now up to 10.
Yep.
And, possibly bad weather. Looks like the storm that's coming in now is going to be here for about 36 hours off and on. So sloppy game, I think, favors the Niners. Rest favors the Niners. They're a better team anyway, and they're at home. So I look at all the factors that line up. Yeah, anything can happen in football. They could lose, but I'm with you in terms of just basking in this game. 5:15 tomorrow. Just loving it. Packers-Niners, right?
Give me a little more on why the weather, in your opinion, favors the Niners.
Because they can run the ball, and they can run it better than I think Green Bay can run the ball. And I know that, Aaron Jones has been great. I think about the run matchup. Their running game against the Niners' run defense, the Niners' run offense against their run defense. The Packers' run offense is good, but not elite. They have a good running back. They have a good run scheme. The Niners have a very good run defense. On the other side, the Niners have one of the 2 or 3 best run offenses in football, and the Packers have a terrible run defense. So just that piece of it, and I don't want to go all, true eye on you and gun run and, A-gap and the rest of it, because I don't do that too often. I can if you want me to, but just that matchup of the ground game, I think favors the Niners very heavily.
Interesting, because Kyle Shanahan, and I know coaches do this. Earlier this week, he's like they're good against the pass and the run, and maybe that's just a coach complimenting his opponent. Maybe it's that. You'd never hear a coach be like, so they're good against the pass, but they suck against the run. You'd never hear him say that. But you don't win 7 of... Everyone does this. Jordan Love has won 7 of 9. Well, Steiny will love this response. No, the Packers have. Packers have won 7 of 9, and they have been much better on defense in the second half of the year. It's never been a defense that scares you, I would say. But, again, for me, the whole key to the game is the run game on both sides and who owns the first quarter. Because if the Packers do get a lead, well, watch. Their defense will suddenly look really good. Because when you make the 49ers one-dimensional, that's where they don't want to be. It takes away all of their superpowers. And so I don't think it's as simple as to say defense good or defense bad. It's what opportunity does each defense have based on game flow. And that's why I think getting the lead is going to be so important tomorrow.
Yes, but I don't think that if you fall behind 7-0 that you have to abandon what you're doing, even if it's 14-0 in the first half.
14 scares me. 7 doesn't. 14
doesn't bother me. And if it bothers Kyle Shanahan, then we've got a problem. Because if you're down 14-0, let's say Green Bay wins the toss and they get the ball, they score. Niners go 3 and out. Green Bay comes down, they score. You're down 14-0 with 1:12 left in the first quarter.
What do you think your analytics are at that point? You know how the box score will have that little percentage up there.
Right.
14-0 at any point in a game means what in terms of your chances of winning that game?
Well, it depends on where we are in the game. If it's, let's say the end of the first quarter and it's 14-0 and the Packers score on the last play at the end of the first quarter and they go up 14-0, you probably have a 25% chance to win that game at home. If you're home and you're getting the ball and you're down 14-0, and remember, they are going to get the ball to start the third quarter as well. So in that spot, it's not time to panic.
It's not time to panic, but
it's not time to change what you're going to do. I don't think.
Okay, you're right. You don't abandon the run game if you're down 14-0 in the first quarter. However, your chances of getting to a point where you do abandon what you do are pretty good.
They go up for sure.
They're pretty good
for sure. But in that scenario,
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that for the next 3 weeks.
Now, when the Cowboys throw a pick six and the Packers go up 27-0 with like 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, the analytics at that point tell you that Green Bay's got about a 90% chance to win that game. So 27-0 in that spot is different than 14-0 when you're getting the ball back and you get the ball to start the third quarter. So. And this is where I wonder, I don't really doubt Kyle Shanahan, but I wonder how they go about this sort of a scenario if they fall behind, to your point.
Well, he did talk about his game plan this week. And by the way, I don't know if I've ever heard this before. A coach came out and said, with regard to the game plan, they're obviously not going to tell you what it is.
Right.
But he said his players love it.
I hope not. Maybe when I was 28 and I was up there and guys weren't so sure. But if I have to sell the plan and stuff, then I'm wasting a lot of energy. Our guys know the deal. Hopefully they like to plan most weeks. We put everything on tape and we try to show everything, so we don't put a lot of bad stuff on there. So I think you naturally are always trying to sell it, but I don't really think of it like that. You're trying to get guys motivated to perform and confidence going into a game, and when you can get them to believe in the plan, they go into the game with a lot more confidence.
And he has said that the players have told him this week they love the game plan. I don't know the inner workings of that. If you ever hear the opposite. Did you see Nick Bosa walk up to Kyle and be like, no, I don't like the game plan? That sounds odd to me, but that's one thing that you certainly notice about this particular group. Like, fans can look at the Packers from last week and go, ooh, they look good.
Yeah.
This 49er team, there's not a damn scenario in the world that would rob them of their confidence. They walked out of getting absolutely canned in Philadelphia last year, reasons obvious, and didn't just say, oh, darn, I wish we had had a different opportunity. It was, oh, darn, we were about to kick their bleep. Like, the confidence of Deebo Samuel, Trent Williams, and everyone behind them in that line, I don't think it can be shaken. I think they think they're about to do this.
Yeah. It can be shaken if you fall behind and I don't think they'll be shaken like Dallas was shaken because they have a better quarterback than Dallas does, and they have a better coach. They have a better almost everything. So they shouldn't be shaken in the same way that Dallas was shaken. And you better come in confident because you are the number 1 seed and you're playing at home and you got the best team and you can smell it. You can smell the opportunity that you're talking about.